The blue light is the only thing that's burning in a room that's grown too quiet for a home. I'm staring at your name like it's a prayer, thumb hovering above the call, icon alone. I know the voicemail's full, I know you're gone, but I still need to hear the mechanical hum. It's the only way I drown out all the silence of the person that I've finally become. I remember when we'd talk until the sunrise. Now I'm talking to a ghost inside the wire. The operator tells me that you're busy, while I'm standing in the ashes of the fire. Just a hollow frequency between us, and the rhythm of the static and the rain. It's my dial tone lullaby, singing me to sleep while I cry. A digital heartbeat, a steady monotone, the only sound that tells me I'm alone. One ring, two rings, and the long goodbye, rocking me to sleep under a pixel sky. My dial tone lullaby, my dial tone lullaby. The user you are trying to reach is someone I don't know anymore. Please hang up and try again, but I've forgotten what I'm trying for. Yeah, it's my dial tone lullaby, singing me to sleep while I cry. A digital heartbeat, a steady monotone, the only sound that tells me I'm alone. One ring, two rings, and the long goodbye, rocking me to sleep under a pixel sky. My dial tone lullaby, my dial tone lullaby. I'm still holding on to the busy signal. Go to sleep, just go to sleep. The dial turns into the dark, continuous high-pitched air. I checked the lock on the front door twice, though I know you haven't got a key. I'm living on a bed of cracked ice, waiting for the world to swallow me. I see your car in every passing light. I hear you laugh in the middle of a crowd. I'm losing sleep in the middle of the night. talking to a ghost, screaming out loud. The map says you're 3 states away, beyond the hills and the interstate lines. But I'm stuck here in the yesterday, reading all the non-existent signs. I keep a conversation going in my mouth, answering the questions you never asked. I'm leaving every bit of not behind, to stay inside the shadows of the past. 'Cause you're out of reach, but you're in my head, sleeping in the space on the left side of the bed. You're 1,000 miles across the map tonight, but you're the only thing that's ever in my sight. I reach for the edge, but I only find the cold. A story that's finished but is still being told. Yeah, you're out of reach, baby, out of reach, but you're living in my head. I'm building a house out of whispers and smoke. I'm laughing at the punchline of an old inside joke. It's a beautiful prison, it's a bright neon cell, living in a heaven that feels like a hell. Let me go, or come back, just don't leave me in the middle. 'Cause you're out of reach, but you're in my head, sleeping in the space on the left side of the bed. You're 1,000 miles across the map tonight, but you're the only thing that's ever in my sight. I reach for the edge, but I only find the cold. A story that's finished but is still being told. Yeah, you're out of reach, baby, out of reach, but you're living in my head. In my head, every morning, out of reach. Every night, you're still here, even when you're not. The air is getting thin, and the light is fading out. I'm drifting past the places where we never had a doubt. 10,000 miles of silence between my heart and yours. I'm looking through the window at the blue and distant shores. I remember how the gravity used to pull me in, the warmth of every hello, the touch of skin on skin. Now I'm just a piece of metal, a relic in the sky, watching all the shooting stars as they pass me by. I'm sending out a frequency, a message in the dark, hoping for a flicker, just a tiny little spark. but the radio is static. The lines have all gone dead. I'm repeating every single word that we ever said. Are you looking at the moon tonight from our old backyard? Is forgetting who I used to be really that hard? I'm a ghost in a machine, spinning out of view, lost in the dimension that I shed, drifting and I'm satellite searching, looking for a sign. I'm out of your orbit, but you're still in mine. Sending out my heart on a broken beam, drowning in the vacuum of a half-forgotten dream. It's cold out here in the infinite blue, searching for a signal that leads back to you. Searching for a signal, but the signal's through. Maybe I'm a black hole, heavy with the grief. Maybe I'm a wanderer, looking for relief. I'm burning up, I'm falling fast. How can something beautiful never ever last? Yeah, satellite searching, looking for a sign. I'm out of your orbit, but you're still in mine. Sending out my heart on a broken beam, drowning in the vacuum of a half-forgotten dream. It's cold out here in the infinite blue, searching for a signal that leads back to you. Searching for a signal, but the signal's no signal found. Candles are burning, casting shadows on the wall. We're sitting 3 feet apart, but I feel nothing at all. You're staring at your reflection in the silver of your knife, while I'm searching for a reason, searching for some light. The salt is on the table, the wine is in the glass, but we're just 2 strangers waiting for the time to pass. I'm wearing that that dress you used to say was your favorite one, but you wouldn't notice if I was the moon or the sun. You ask me for the water without looking at my eyes. It's the only word you've spoken, and it's layered in disguise. I reach out for your hand, but I pull back just in time, afraid that if I touch you, I'll be committing a crime. The clock in the hallway is the only heart that beats in this house of quiet corners and these cold white sheets. I'm screaming in the silence, I'm waving both my hands, but I'm a foreign language that you no longer understand. And I'm invisible at dinner, sitting in this chair, a ghost in the candlelight, breathing in the air. You look right through my body, like I'm made of window pane. Counting all the minutes, hiding all the pain. We're sharing bread and secrets that we no longer keep. All the love we used to carry is buried 10 feet deep. Oh, it's a lonely kind of hunger, a bitter kind of winter, when you're sitting right in front of me. But I'm invisible at dinner. Should I break a glass? Should I start a fire? Just to see a spark, just to fuel the desire. But I'm just a silhouette, a shadow in the hall, watching our forever crumble and fall. Yeah, I'm invisible at dinner, sitting in this chair, a ghost in the candlelight, breathing in the air. You look right through my body, like I'm made of window pane. Counting all the minutes, hiding all the pain. We're sharing bread and secrets that we no longer keep. All the love we used to carry is buried 10 feet deep. Oh, it's a lonely kind of hunger, a bitter kind of winter, when you're sitting right in front of me. But I'm invisible at dinner. The plates are cleared away, nothing left to say. Good night, I'm still here. The clock on the stove says 3:42, in a kitchen that still smells faintly of you. I'm sitting on the counter where you used to lean, in the cold, harsh glow of a light that's too green. The mail's on the table, it's mostly just bills and a box of your things that I haven't the will to move to the garage or throw in the street. So I sit in the silence and stare at my feet. to be loud, we used to be fire. The radio humming, our voice is much higher than the static of life in the city outside. Now there's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. The neighbors are sleeping, the dogs have gone still, and I'm fighting the urge to call you. I will, but I know that the dial tone's all I'll receive in this hollowed out house that you decided to leave. And the only sound is the fridge in the dark, a steady low hum that's missing a spark. It's the rhythm of lonely, the beat of the cold, a mechanical story that's getting sold. No laughter, no breathing, no keys in the door, just the linoleum shaking on the kitchen floor. Yeah, the silence is heavy and the night is so huge, when the only sound left is the fridge. It's a white noise lullaby for a heart that won't rest, like a heavy, cold weight sitting right on my chest. I'd give anything now for a slam of a door, for your voice in the hallway, for shoes on the floor. But the compressor kicks on and the cooling begins, while I'm losing the battle and the loneliness wins. Yeah, the only sound is the fridge in the dark, a steady low hum that's missing a spark. It's the rhythm of lonely, the beat of the cold, a mechanical story that's getting sold. No laughter, no breathing, no keys in the door, just the linoleum shaking on the kitchen floor. Yeah, the silence is heavy and the night is so huge, when the only sound left is the fridge. It's too quiet. Just me. I turn the dial on the old bedside radio, searching for a voice that I used to know. But the airwaves are empty, the signal is thin, just a cold hollow wind where your laughter had been. I'm scanning the static, I'm chasing the ghost of the version of us that I needed the most. But the stars are all quiet, the satellite's gone, I'm left in the dark with the radio on. The house has a rhythm I never quite heard, in the creak of the floor and the ghost of a word. It's a low-level hum in the back of my brain, the sound of the sun and the sound of the rain. I check for a message, I check for a sign, but the screen is a mirror of this life of mine, just a cold blue reflection of space in the bed and the frequency of silence is all that is fed. It's a heavy vibration, a weight in the room, the frequency of silence is calling for doom. It's the loudest of sounds when you're not around, like a mountain of glass crashing into the ground. I'm tuned into nothing, I'm lost in the groove, listening for echoes that lead back to you. But the dial moves and the signal is dead. It's just the fake of silence instead. Give me a scream, give me a sign, give me a reason to stay in the light. I take the static, I take the noise, just to hear the ghost of your beautiful voice. But the void is an ocean, and I'm drifting away. It's a heavy vibration, a weight in the room, the frequency of silence is calling for doom. It's the loudest of sounds when you're not around, like a mountain of glass crashing into the ground. I'm tuned into nothing, I'm lost in the blue, listening for echoes that lead back to you. But the dial and the signal is dead. It's just the fake of silence instead. Can you hear it? The humming, the nothing, frequency of silence. Hardwood floors, a dark blue sea stretching out between the door and me. The rug is a shore where I'm washed up tight, hiding from the shadows of the TV light. We're sitting on the edges of the same old couch, but I can't reach your hand, I can't find a route through the silence that's deeper than a canyon floor. I don't recognize this house anymore. The coffee table is a jagged reef, holding up the wreckage of our quiet grief. Your eyes are like lighthouses turned to the wall, warning me of rocks if I try to call. I'm checking the rising of the kitchen clock, waiting for a tide that'll let me talk. But the air is so heavy and the room is so wide. I'm just a castaway waiting on the tide. And I'm stranded on an island in the living room, surrounded by the walls of a velvet tomb. 4 feet of carpet feel like miles of sea. How did you get so far away from me? The lamp is the sun, but it's cold and it's gray, watching the shoreline crumble away. Yeah, I'm shipwrecked here in the afternoon, on a lonely little island in the living room. Throw me a lifeline, throw me a word. The loudest silence I've ever heard. I'm waving my arms, but you're looking past. How long can a sinking ship really last? The floorboards are creaking like a wooden hull. The heart is a vessel that's empty and dull. Yeah, I'm stranded on an island in the living room, surrounded by the walls of a velvet tomb. 4 feet of carpet feel like miles of sea. How did you get so far away from me? The lamp is the sun, but it's cold and it's gray, watching the shoreline crumble away. Yeah, I'm shipwrecked here in the afternoon, on a lonely little island in the living room. Just drifting, the rug is my shore. I don't think I can swim to you. Spent a lifetime leaning against the plaster, matching my heartbeat to the pattern on the wall. I watched you dance, I watched you move much faster, while I was waiting for the courage just to fall. You were the sunlight, blinding and so golden. I was the shadow, hiding in the corner scene, keeping the words inside my chest all folding, a silent extra in your technicolor dream. The party's loud, but I am getting quieter. The music pulses like a fever in the brain. The room is bright, but I am not a fighter. I'm just a garden that's been praying for the rain. I see you laughing, leaning on another, the way you used to lean when we were only 10. Now you're a stranger, hidden by a cover, and I'm the girl you'll never look for once again. And I'm a wallflower wilting in the dark, waiting for a fire that'll never find a spark. My petals are heavy, my colors are gray. I'm watching the beauty just crumble away. I stayed in the burial ground to keep myself safe, but I'm just a ghost now, a shadow away. Yeah, the season is over, the summer is spent, and I'm wilting away, where the sunlight never went. Maybe I was meant to be invisible. Maybe I was meant to be the dust. Is love a gift that's only indivisible? Or is it something that's just bound to turn to rust? I'm dropping my leaves on the cold wooden floor, and I'm a wallflower wilting in the dark, waiting for a fire that'll never find a spark. My petals are heavy, my colors are gray. I'm watching the beauty just crumble away. I stayed in the background to keep myself safe, but I'm just a ghost now, a shadow away. Yeah, the season is over, the summer is spent, and I'm wilting away, where the sunlight never went. Just a stain on the wallpaper, just a breath in the hall, wilting, wilting. said you liked so much. I chilled the bottle that we bought that night, the one we saved for us, and just in case. The ice is melting in the crystal tray, the record spinning, scratching at the end. I've got a dozen things I'm meant to say to the ghost of a lover and a friend. The neighbors laughing through the thin set wall, I hear the glasses clink, I hear the cheers. I'm just a shadow standing in the hall, counting out the days and other years. I blew a whistle but it sounded wrong, like a flat note in a symphony of grief. I'm singing lyrics to a broken song, looking for a moment of relief. And it's a party of one, and the guest list is short. Just me and the bottle and a heavy heart to soar. No one's coming over, no one's ringing the bell. I'm the king of a kingdom in a lonely hotel. I'm dancing with a shadow in the middle of a room, pouring out a glass for the silence and the gloom. Yeah, the music is playing, but the feeling is gone at this party of one. Party of one. I could call someone up, I could try to pretend that I'm doing okay, that I'm on the ascent. But the cake's on the counter and the candle is lit, and I'm the only person here to witness it. I'm the host and the ghost and the mess left behind. Yeah, it's a party of one, and the guest list is short. Just me and the bottle and a heavy heart to soar. No one's coming over, no one's ringing the bell. I'm the king of a kingdom in a lonely hotel. I'm dancing with a silent in the middle of the room, pouring out a glass for the silence and the gloom. Yeah, the music is playing, but the feeling is gone at this party of one. Party of one. The confetti's on the floor, and I'm locking the door. Happy birthday to me. Blue light flickers on the ceiling fan. I'm staring at the screen again tonight, checking the timestamp, tracing the lines, searching for a sign in the glow of the light. I sent a mountain of words away just to watch them sing Are you sleeping? Are you moving on? Are you